Hi friends, let's talk about a really simple framework that you can use in order to figure out what the right action is for your author career. And this is something that's just been on my mind because I've been thinking a lot about where my career is going and what I'm doing, and I constantly run everything I do through this funnel. Okay, the framework is really simple. What are actions that are highly leveraged but have the greatest repeatability? So why are these two things important? Leverage is really just the ability to get more out than you put in. So a low leverage activity says that if I put in $1, I get $1 back. A high leverage activity says if I put in $1, I get $10 back. And that could be $1, it could be time, it could be energy, it could be whatever. The point is that if I'm constantly trading at a 1-for-1, it's impossible to grow. If I'm constantly trading at a 1-for-10, then I cannot help but grow. And my goal in most things in life is to grow. I want to make my relationships better. I want to earn more money. I want to sell more books. I want to become a better writer. And because I want to grow, I want that automatic growth that comes with highly leveraged activities. However, a highly leveraged activity by itself isn't necessarily good unless you can repeat it. And the reason is because you can take a high leveraged activity, but until you've done something more than once, you're almost never going to do it well. If I told you, okay, you have one single shot, just one, go ahead and catch the biggest fish you can. Most people are going to look at me like I'm crazy. If instead I said, you have a lifetime ahead of you, you get an infinite number of casts, catch me the biggest fish you can. Okay, sure, easy. The point is that when I take an action over and over and over and over again, I get better at that action, which means that if it is a leveraged action, I actually get more leverage off of it. It might start as a 1-to-2, where I put in 1 and I get 2 out. But if it is infinitely repeatable, then over time, my 1 is going to turn into 2 and my 2 is going to turn into 4 and so on and so forth. Now, compare that with a much higher leverage activity. Let's say it's a 1-to-10 activity, right? I put in 1, I get out 10. If I can only take that action once, then guess what? I'm only ever going to have 10. I'm never going to have more than that. And as I have to go and find other actions that I can take, it's going to take me more time, it's going to be more of a headache, and I'm never going to get really good at anything. On the other hand, my 1-to-2 action is going to forever get bigger. I'm forever going to get better at it. And so just because something is highly leveraged doesn't necessarily mean that's where I want to spend my time. It has to also be repeatable. Now, the perfect intersection is a 1-to-10 activity that is infinitely repeatable. And at the end of the day, that's what writing is. Writing is a 1-to-10 activity, highly leveraged, because I can write one book and I can sell it to an infinite number of people. And I can repeat that action as many times as I want. And so this is just a tremendously leveraged activity with near infinite repeatability. And so, in a way, writing is the perfect intersection of this. But anytime you're looking at anything around your writing, think to yourself, is this leveraged? And is this repeatable? And really, honestly, this framework works for any action in life, right? You want to choose actions that are going to get you the best return and that you're going to be able to do over and over again so that you can practice them, so you can get better at them, so that you can then increase the return, so that you can double up on your efforts. Anyway, that's just a framework that I use to sort of run my life. So hopefully it's helpful to you. If it's not, let me know in the comments. And I want to know specifically why. Why can you not implement this specific framework in your life? I'm very curious, because I'm pretty sure if you did, you would be utterly astounded how different your life would be after just a year, maybe even shorter.